Welcome to my YouTube channel. On here, I document my life and interests with the hopes of encouraging you to do the same. In this video, my friend and I go ahead and review the movie Us. There are spoilers, and we compare Jordan Peele's first movie, Get Out, with this movie, Us, and which one is better. All right, we just finished coming out of seeing Us. I'm here with Jason G. I'm Paul PvP Perez. Jason, as always, I'd love for you to go first. What did you think about Jordan Peele's Us? And welcome back, by the way.
Well, thank you very much. I think it was a very nice movie. I like movies like this where it takes you on a long journey, and it doesn't finish until the end. Some people I saw leaving early, and some people left like for after half an hour. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I think it's a movie you have to see until the very, very end. I mean, I think this movie is much more to talk about, like what it means, rather than the movie Get Out, which is more of like, okay, pretty much what it all is trying to say, I think. So in that case, in that sense, this movie will have a lot more people talking about, what does it mean, this and that. But it was very entertaining. I think he's an excellent filmmaker. He knows how to take us down the road. And the only problem I had, like I said to you before, the theater we saw it in didn't have the best sound system. It was a little muffled, only speakers in the front, very little on the sides, and that took a little bit away. So I'd like to see it again with good sound, in a good theater. And like Get Out, it's a movie you probably have to see more than once to fully appreciate.
I appreciate your thoughts. So this is my first Jordan Peele movie seeing, that I've seen. I didn't see Get Out yet. I do intend on seeing it, but it was just okay with me. This movie, I think a lot of times, and I say this in a lot of our reviews that we've been doing now for a few years, that I like things explained. And I thought that the explanation of who the people were, and I just thought it was a little weak. And I'll be honest, I never felt that the family was in danger in the beginning when the tethered family shows up. I definitely feel that they're in danger. But when they don't kind of kill them right away, kind of thing, and there are full spoilers in this podcast, in this audio, I felt like, I don't know. And then when Lupita Nyong'o begins with the voice, I'm like, ugh. Basically, I never felt that there was a big danger until it was presented as a worldwide event. Where when you see Elizabeth Moss and Tim Heidecker, who, from Tim and Eric fame, which I pointed out to you, and the twins, when they get 86th by their doubles, then I'm like, okay, now we're in business. Because like I said, I never felt super, super in danger for the family. Sometimes I forget, I don't know the actor's name. I know him as M'Baku from Black Panther, the big guy, right? But I felt danger for him. But like I said, once they didn't 86 them, once they first got there, I was kind of like, And then the way it ended, and then there was a twist in the ending, I just wasn't sold on it. I was just like, this is okay. I was thinking, why is it tethered also? What is the benefit of them doing the Hands Across America? What does that do for them? It just, so it's true. This is one of those movies where maybe it's best that everything is not explained, but the movie tries to explain some things. I just felt it was kind of weak. I just felt that this was a good movie. I thought Lupita was amazing because she played different people in this movie. So I thought she was great. As a matter of fact, I thought that the cast as a whole was very good. But the standouts for me were Lupita Nyong'o. Of course, she was amazing because she played these different roles. And also who I thought was good was Elizabeth Moss. Yeah, she was in Mad Men, and she as well plays these two different people. A lot of the people in the movie play two different people. But her facials, she didn't even have that many lines. She was the wife of the guy. She was great. Like her facials and stuff like that. Even though she wasn't in the movie for much, but her and like I said, Lupita Nyong'o, and she's just so gorgeous too. Lupita, I'm just looking at her on screen so much. It's my God, this woman is beautiful. But as a whole, the movie was just okay. And I think I have to see Get Out. I want to see if Get Out will change my mind on Jordan Peele. Like I said, this is only his second movie, but I'm not after seeing this, I'm not I got to see the next thing he puts out. I don't feel that way. This movie, it was okay for me. But one thing I will say is he had some amazing shots. Like you could see some Stanley Kubrick inspirations, even like some 70s, 80s horror movie inspirations, especially in the title theme in the beginning when they start to pan out like from the rabbit and the music. Like I really felt like some kind of Omen exorcism kind of vibes, right? And then also like some of the shots in the end, like in the escalator, or when she gets down to like this tethered people's world, like I felt like very Stanley Kubrick-esque kind of shot. So he has some like camera skills going on there, and I'm like really impressed. But like I said, the movie as a whole, for me, I just needed a clearer explanation. I just wasn't happy with the explanation. The twist in the end was okay, but I think since the explanation wasn't the best, like when this twist came, I was like, that's all right, But those are my thoughts.
Okay, yeah, no, those are good, and I think some people, half the people I think see the movie will think the same way. I think you should definitely see Get Out as soon as possible because, well, one, it's a very good movie, and it's it's Jordan Peele's like perfect movie. I think. I mean, he only did two, I guess, directed two.
Yeah, this is the second one.
But that was an amazing movie. The script is really amazing, and it just like I said before we saw this movie, that it's like Sixth Sense, where you want to watch it again, and knowing what you know now, watching it the first time, you want to watch it again really carefully to get all the details. Get Out was very, very good, so I do highly recommend that. Hopefully, you don't know too many of this, things that are surprises in that movie. But even if there's so many, you don't know them all, and it's really well done. So I really recommend that to you.
Do you think this will reach the level of Get Out, this movie in particular, Us?
You mean in terms
in terms of popularity? Like the movie was very popular, Get Out. Do you think this will reach that?
No, I don't think so, because the same reason why you didn't enjoy it as much. Like you have a cult following who will appreciate this kind of movie that where not everything is explained later. And then talking about Stanley Kubrick, a lot of his movies in the beginning, were like, what the hell was that? And then later, people like, and then who knows if this will be like that? But I think, so far in terms of critics, there seems to be they got a 95% on the.
Yeah, it did incredibly well. And then after I seen this movie now, I'm wondering what are these people talking about? But that's just my opinion. But if we're scoring it now, Jason, or if you have any additional thoughts, please let me know. But if you're scoring it, 1 out of 10, what's your final score?
I'd say 7.5. I'd say it was a good second film. And then I recommend a movie that has some interesting twist. I recommend people watch is John Frankenheimer's Seconds, Seconds, Seconds. And that's a very unique Twilight Zone-ish type of film. It's one movie. It's with Rock Hudson, and it's black and white, but it's one hell of a movie. It's called Seconds. That movie blew my mind because it's similar to the movie Get Out. It's just very well done. I don't know if they're different movies, but that also makes you want to go back and see the whole thing again. I think generally speaking, it was a very well-made movie. Like you said, the shots were good. I think, you're right though about her. When she had that weird voice, I think she could have done a little more likable second voice, because that was just weird. It was like, huh? But okay, I guess they're trying to make it.
It took me to a B-movie place. When I started to hear the voice and the family and everything, when they first are in front of them and she starts talking, I thought B-movie. My brain instantly was like, oh, dude, this is not it. Instantly. I didn't think it was bad, but I don't think it was great. But she was fantastic.
No, absolutely. That's absolutely right. Yeah, and I think I kind of, I wish it even went to an even higher level, kind of like the level that Get Out went to, where I think, I was trying to think about what's going to happen. It's a good movie where it keeps you guessing, and, one thing that, that they let on us led us onto was that it was happening to other people. So that was like, oh shit, this is not just them. That whole shit moment is like in Get Out nonstop, one after another, and then there's not as many as this movie. But still, I love to read, what people have to say about it in terms of the critics, what they liked about it, what people will say that, what the meaning of the movie is more, commentary. So, it's going to be social commentary, obviously, about how, we're living one life and there could be other lives out there or something. But
that crossed my mind. Like I thought, like racially, that crossed my mind at one point. Like when they were in the living room and they were like going back and forth. I thought that is this like a kind of commentary on the poor and the rich kind of thing? I really thought that, but then as the movie plays out, it's totally not that. But it just kind of creeped into my head. So it's interesting that you say that actually.
Right. But yeah, I think you're right that it could have been they could have made it more scary in terms of you fearing for their lives from the very beginning, make it really, really scary, and then take us down the twisty road, because you're right, you didn't feel as if they were in danger as much as you think that they should have showed that to us. But anyway, it's still a good movie. I recommend it. Not everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, this is the best movie ever, but it's unique, and you got to, take risks, and I recommend it. Thumbs up.
I don't recommend this. This was good. This is like a 7 for me. I may not watch this again unless, like I like what you said in the sense of like what if some of the social commentary that may come out, if I hear something that's very interesting, like somebody else say, like you have to see it and see it in this particular light, I may revisit this film, but I'm not revisiting this film again. It's okay. It was good, and I gave it like a 7, like 6.57. Like I said, it wasn't bad, but it wasn't great, and that's how I kind of feel about it. Like I said, I'm still on the Jordan Peele train. Like whatever he does next, I would want to check it out. Even though in the beginning I said I'm not running to the theater though. Like I think I have to hear that it gets a good buzz. If it doesn't get a good buzz, I won't even bother. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, 6.57 for me. But we're gonna end it there, Jason. Unless there's anything else you wanted to add.
No, and everyone else, who hasn't seen Get Out, I highly recommend it. The trailers don't show what it's really all about, and that's a good thing, because part of the fun is discovering what it's all about. So it's a hard movie to advertise, to market, but the word of mouth was so good that it did so well. But yeah, go see Get Out. It's really, really good. And then let me know how you feel about that.
Cool. If you enjoyed this, you could check out my last comparison video where I compare Battle Angel Alita to Ghost in the Shell, and that will be coming up next.